going on, guys?
What's going on?
How you doing?
How's it going?
I can't answer that. Here we are on another Sunday. I want to talk about some things that we've been going through in our lives and things that we've been learning the hard way. I want to talk about some reflections we've been having on internal stuff. But I'm going to get it going with my week.
Mm-hmm.
So my week within my work has just been borderline hellish with we've been very busy, so it's a good problem to have. We've been super busy, spread kind of thin with the amount of crew we have, with how many jobs are going, and just some technicalities, some issues, some misunderstandings with customers, and causing a whole lot of headache and work to be done. And when these things in the beginning of the week first kind of became a problem, it was almost like paralyzing with how much dread I had of what had to happen, like how many things we're gonna have to do, and how much we're gonna have to come out of pocket to fix and things like that, just to keep everyone happy, to keep a good functioning business. And it was crazy because I was almost paralyzed with fear and dread of having to do these things. And then finally, the day when I had to meet with a customer, I just was like fuck this, I'm just gonna, my goal is to just make these people happy. I'm just gonna go in there and just have this conversation and make these people happy. Mm-hmm. And long story short, whatever, we come to a good compromise, good agreement, and I'm gonna deliver everything that they need that's gonna make them feel happy. And it's a lot of work. It's been some freaking 12-hour days.
Yeah,
and me physically on my knees with my guys, and my guys just working, giving everything they got, giving everything I got. But I'll tell you how it felt working like that. This is how I used to always work, and now being in more of a boss situation, being an owner, I've been kind of pulled from the labor, but jumping back into the labor and seeing that going in there and doing whatever it takes and being down, and fucking felt better than I have in a long time. Just coming home completely beat, covered in dirt and just sweaty and stinky and nasty, but just felt on point, it was I don't know, it just reassured me that I'm down. Something that I've always known, but it reassured that I'm down as fuck to do whatever it takes to make everything right. And I feel that can transfer over into any area of our lives, wherever we feel a deficit. If we just stop dreading that thing and just go right into it, roll up your sleeves and get in it, you immediately feel better working on whatever it is that you need work on, And that was kind of my reflection of the week. And
yeah, that's good. It's you just go into this mode where you just gotta take care of shit.
It's action, you were saying, just straight action. Get into it. Don't fucking overthink it. Just go and do and be. And yeah, so that's been where I've been this week, and it feels good. It's stressful, but extinguishing the stress with action feels amazing.
It's true. It's the things that we're afraid of and that we dread sometimes aren't really as bad as we make them out to be. And then when you
build it up.
Yeah, and then when you finally face it, you have a sense of relief.
It's oh, this is nothing, I got this.
Yeah, then you can really find an answer to it. And some financial things that I've been kind of going through, I I didn't want to deal with it, but it's fuck, I got to, and once I finally laid it all out on the table, my brain started working, and how am I going to fix this, and what can I do, and brainstorming, and I'm already finding solutions. And it is scary to face some things that are scary. But I mean, we honestly just make it up to be a lot worse than it is.
It's this thing, the only thing that fear is fear itself. You really do, you create this fear for this thing or this situation, and then when you actually just hop into it and do it, it's there's nothing scary here. There's just work to be done. It's am I down to do the work? Ask yourself, yeah, of course, why wouldn't I be?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And that's all it is, and it just gets real simple after that. But it's just human nature, I guess, to dread something and create with your imagination this thing that's a lot worse than it actually is. It's just bring it to the light. Let's see it,
Yeah, even yeah, coming to terms with this whole like life process that we've changed, or this whole life process that we've been going through that's like changed our lives, you know. It's kind of like dreadful having to deal with the shit that, you know, we put off for so long,
Yeah.
and that we've, you know, just muted with our vices or whatever it is. And yeah, but then it's like when you finally face it, it's not that bad, and you can find solutions. And I feel like I'm kind of repeating myself.
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of like a state
maybe
of...
need to hear it again.
It's like we're kind of going through like a state of acceptance, right? Like accepting what's wrong still.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's kind of like a AA thing, right? Like you have to admit your problem first, like make it real, so that you can then work on it, right?
Yeah, because if you're in denial, it doesn't make it
like,
real.
oh, I don't have a problem there. Like it's nothing. Sweep it under the rug, and then it's like, no, it's gonna freaking become a bigger pile if you sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, totally. It's just about being honest with ourselves and true to ourselves in every sense of the word, you know? Just like, does this drink, what is it going to do for me? Is it going to propel me towards my growth? Is it going to give me a hangover tomorrow? Like, it's just in every action, though. In every action that we do.
Yeah, every action.
Is this going to make me feel guilty? Or is this going to make me feel good?
Or is this productive? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've even noticed that, like, at the end of the day, like, we're always like, you know, we give it our best effort every day. And then we want to, like, relax. We'll have dinner and we'll, like, watch a show or something as we're winding down. But, like, even, like, if you feel like there's something left on the table that you didn't work towards it, like, it's kind of hard to relax. Like, for me, it's almost agonizing to try and relax. Even when I'm, like, in the situation, I'm spent, I'm like, I just need a break from this. Like, I need to breathe. Get up and breathe. And then, like, try to relax for the evening. It's like, fuck, no. Like, I didn't give every single shred of effort that I have, you know, and it will like eat me alive. And I just feel like that is such a loud call of my conscience right now, is to give it my all. Like right now in my work life, like where we are in our lives, like we're gonna get married, we're gonna start a family, we don't have a kid yet or anything. It's just kind of like the loud call of my conscience right now is to like, dude, iron out everything with this business, like build yourself, build your company, build our lifestyle to where when we're having a kid, it's going to be like all the focus can shift onto this kid and not be dad's coming home at 8 p.m. working his freaking ass off because he should have been doing that shit before the kid was born, you know? So it's just kind of, that's what's like loud to me on my conscience right now. It's just fucking grind mode. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I've been on this mode for a long time, but like now it's like really focused, and I have cut all the stupid like leaks, or I've filled all the leaks like of old things that I would do that were like squander my fucking earnings and shit, you know. So
yeah, you've been really good. Changed your
we
life
both
around.
have, we both have like eliminating things that aren't serving us anymore. And you can talk, that's like with everything, financially or emotionally or physically. Like we've eliminated all the things that are detrimental in our lives. But so that being said, like when you have, like we were talking about last week with our daily process, like we set up all these things that only build us, and it's non-negotiable, and it's like a process that we just jump right to. Like we know what we do, we work out, we eat right, and we fucking get this kind of sleep, and we work all day. When you have like your process that non-negotiable, all those things are taken care of, then you see what's left. And then like what she's talking about, like you see what's left to still kind of be dreaded, an old something that's lingering in the past that needs to get like brought to light and resolved, you know, be it financially, emotionally, anything. Like our process allows us to see what's left.
Yes, it sure does.
And it's not comfortable. It's like,
it's not like this whole like path to enlightenment and stuff is definitely tough. It's different.
It's a hard road.
Not being able to escape really from your thoughts and past traumas, like whatever you've been through. But I mean, it's always gonna be there if you don't address it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're finally like paying our dues.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
actually, like we put it off for so long, like it's always gonna be there with you, no matter how many drinks you have, no matter how many whatever things you do to try and silence it. It's like gonna be there until you address it. So I mean, personally, I'm going through a lot of that right now. But it's good. It's challenging. It's tough, and like to sit through it and have a smile on my face every day is like that's the true strength. That's the true strength right there. Like you really see what kind of person you really are, you know, through all that. And all we can do is our best and move forward every day and try not to, take back steps. And I have full faith that once I fully learned my lesson in certain things, like everything will be good, you know. And
you're going through it and learning that lesson, and like what you're saying with not taking any breaks from it, like our lifestyle is just ultimately present all the time. It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone, I'm sure a lot of people have had like a therapy session, be it physical therapy, painful physically, a therapy session where you're talking to a therapist, that's painful emotionally. So when you're constantly present and you're not ever like leaving, you're not like having a drink and like wiping it clear from your mind, like blocking the pain out, it's almost like we're living in a state of therapy. Like we're just therapy. But the thing is, like, if you see it through with that therapist, at the end of it, I mean, there's never an end, but like you make progress to where that old shoulder pain you had is gone now. Where that old heartache that festered into you being closed off and freaking like a hateful person, when you work on it with therapy, with a therapist, that no longer is there. And then you can actually love and be vulnerable with people again. So it's like we're living in this perpetual state of therapy, but it's like all these things just are getting ironed out, and it's like lightening our soul, and and we're growing and elevating in our understanding and just in our peace. And but it's tough. It's like everyday tough.
Yeah.
And like she's saying, like just being able to go through it on the inside with a smile on your face, like that's true strength. That's like, God, I'm in anguish, but smile, because no one deserves to feel your fucking pain. Like, it's for you to take that shit on the chin, dude. You could like be transparent and be like, hey, I'm kind of going through some things. If I seem edgy, I'm sorry. But
and we're transparent about that.
We try to be like, I still kind of like, growing up as a man, I feel like I got this, I'm just gonna handle it all on the inside, but my face says like fuck, So it's something that it takes constant work. But we're kind of all over the place on this video, but
I know, but
that's just
how we are.
That's where we are this week. It's been all over the place. It's been a crazy week, crazy couple of days, an amazing weekend. We had an awesome time out
Mother's Day weekend.
Awesome time with all of our mamas, and so blessed that they're in our lives, and just amazing times with family, and with each other, and just can't complain about anything. Just talking about what's relevant in our lives, and maybe some of you are feeling similar things and can resonate with this.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I didn't say much in this video, but you handled that. You had a lot of good shit to say, and I'm grateful for you, because I'm like, my eyes, I feel like they're crossed right now.
Yeah,
I'm like, long week. It's been a long week, but we're finding our balance with like rest and stuff too.
That's a big thing. Like, I've always felt like resting is weak, and I come to realize that it's not weak. Like, it's important to see like downtime as an opportunity to get some extra rest, like shit, I rested today, but I'm still looking like a damn, I don't know, I got circles in my eyes. But
also, and if you're wondering about this,
she's got a hickey.
It's not a hickey.
It's not a hickey.
Stupid ass curling iron.
She got burnt.
Every time I use it, fucking burns me. I'm not gonna show you.
Fucking curling irons. But anyway, hope that was somewhat valuable to anybody. We're just rambling, but this is just where we are right now. A lot of crazy things going on, a lot of amazing, beautiful things going on.
Yeah.
But
a lot of great contrast.
Got a lot of contrast.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, like highs and lows and all ends of the spectrum with friends and family and ourselves and internal, external, physically. Fuck.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, all the things.
Everything, all the things.
But it's dope, dude. This is like what life's all about. We're living. If it was just stagnant and boring and had nothing to talk about but the fucking latest TV show, it's like, what the? That's not life. Like, it's life when you're going through things. Like, so many wins and so many fucking hard times. Well, they seem hard, you know. It's all relevant, but
yeah. And then when you look back at them, like a couple years from now, I'll be like,
it's also this is why we're making these videos too, to document this kind of shit. We're gonna love looking at this 10 years from now, like to see, like, damn, look at, they were freaking shooting videos in that old little travel trailer on the side yard at the Signal Hill house, like,
in a little cottage.
it's just cool.
Yeah.
Document your fucking growth, document where you are right now, and then look back and see how far you came or how far you haven't came. If you didn't go very far, there's your sign to get to work.
Moving.
It's like the ass kicker.
Totally.
Yeah.
Really. All right.
Anyway, all right, we're gonna end this. Thanks for listening, guys.
Have a great rest of your Sunday.
See you later.